Are you watching Current Issues? My name is Vineet Malhotra. The Aam Aadmi Party finds itself in a pickle once again. Sandeep Kumar, the party's Minister of Women and Child Welfare, was thrown out of the party after a lewd and objectionable video of him was shared with the convener and Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Though Sandeep Kumar has denied the allegations and vouched his innocence by playing the Dalit card, much is to be debated over the wayward incidents that have clouded the members of the Aam Aadmi Party. Be it Law Minister Jitendra Tomar or Somnath Bharti, the party is trying to blanket some controversy or the other at any given time. Let's straight away delve into this debate. With me right now is Mr. Nitin Tyagi, who's a leader for the Aam Aadmi Party. Mr. Tyagi, thank you so much for joining us. Well, yet again, Mr. Tyagi, the Aam Aadmi Party finds itself with a rogue element. How many more of these rogue elements do you think the Aam Aadmi Party will have to deal with before they finish or renew their tenure in the state of Delhi?
It can never be, never be found out earlier. But there are people who have done nothing all throughout their life. But there are people who have not done anything because they did not get a chance to do anything. Probably after winning the election or coming into power, some people do find that power, a reason to do such things. But I feel, I sincerely feel, we can never ensure that nobody skips a red light, but we can always ensure that anybody who skips a red light is punished. And we in Aam Aadmi Party will not tolerate any kind of a corrupt, criminal or a characterless person. This we can ensure.
Okay, what about, this fact that has been doing the rounds in a lot of circles that, the CM of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, had known about this incident, had the CD with him for the past 2-3 weeks, but absolutely did not do anything earlier. Can you explain why that happened? Why the delay in sacking?
No, this is an absolute lie actually. We got the CD at around 8 only yesterday. By 8:30 the decision was taken. Anybody who's telling you all this, I think he's just trying to spread lies about the party and the party policy to not tolerate any kind of such incidences that are happening.
Okay, we are also joined by Mr. Chaitanya Singh, who is the spokesperson for the Congress Party. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for joining us. In the last 18 months, Chaitanya, the third Aam Aadmi Party member, stakeholder to lose his bearings, to lose his job, and this time around for not a very noble reason. What is going on with the party? They find themselves in this pickle over and over again. Do you think the filtration process at the start of picking their stakeholders was probably skewed?
My friend, I was actually going to come to that. Mr. Kejriwal, he has projected himself to be an anti-corruption crusader. Owing to that, he came to power. He fooled the people of Delhi. His only agenda was to come to power, win elections. This is the party that had come to power saying that we will ensure that we have the right kind of candidates. Winning is not the criteria for us. And, a proper background check of the candidates will be put in place,
right,
and all these things. Now, one after the other, that is MLAs are, either getting arrested or, some cases against them of corruption, violence against women, like this one, fake degrees and whatnot. It's becoming very clear and evident to the people of Delhi and the country at large that no process, no background check, nothing was done by the Aam Aadmi Party before choosing candidates, selecting candidates to field them in the elections. The only and only criteria that they have is to just grab power.
Chaitanya, let me come back to you. We have a caller, Chandra Prakash, who's giving us a call. Chandra Prakash, go ahead. What do you have to say?
Malhotra ji, namaskar.
Namaskar.
संदीप कुमार के पाप से अरविंद का चिड़िया हिल गया। ऐसी हरकत करना जो मन मस्तिष्क रूपी पेन ड्राइव में वायरस आ जाता है, मैं ये कहूँगा वो वायरस इतना आ जाता है कि पेन ड्राइव काम करना बंद कर देता है। ऐसे प्राणी का इलाज मल्होत्रा जी राजस्थान के मेहंदीपुर बालाजी धाम में होता है। इस संदीप कुमार की हरकत पर मुझे मेहर मित्तल की फिल्म का एक गीत याद आ रहा है, चस्का 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 लोगानू चस्का दूजीगा। सच तो ये है कि अरविंद केजरीवाल का पैर चौरस्ते पे पड़ गया है और इसका ऊपरी पढ़ाई इसकी उतारनी पड़ेगी, तभी जाकर के इसका पार पड़ेगी। और मोदी माइसिन लिए नहीं ले रहा, इसी वजह से ये दुख पा रहा है।
चंद्र प्रकाश जी, हमारे साथ नितिन त्यागी हैं जो आम आदमी पार्टी के स्पोक्स पर्सन हैं। आप उनसे कुछ सवाल करना चाहेंगे? Okay, we've lost connection with Mr. Chandra Prakash, but coming back to you, Nitin Tyagi, of course, extending upon what Chaitanya said, that the filtration criteria for selecting the members who would form your noble party was probably skewed. Arvind Kejriwal went for people who had a winning personality, but probably, what I could gather, he ignored their criminal backgrounds. Nitin, can you hear me? Nitin, are you there? Okay, well, I guess there's some connectivity problem with the line with Nitin Tyagi. Shikha Rai, Vice President of the Delhi BJP unit, is also with us. Shikha, thank you so much for being with us. The Aam Aadmi Party finds itself in a soup once again, and since you have joined us in the middle of this discussion, the point that we were actually debating is that Arvind Kejriwal, before he finalized the people who are going to run his party, probably ignored the criteria of them having criminal records and only went with people who could get him victories and could play the tune that he was playing. Do you concur with that?
Yeah, very true. I think more so. It was he didn't know that they would win. It was only that he just picked up anybody who came to him and said, okay, I want to join up, this, that, whatever he may have said so to to Mr. Kejriwal that time. I think he didn't check anything. What to talk about winning or losing? He didn't check up any credentials, any characteristics, any. He said, what did he say at the time when he was forming the government and giving the government to the people of Delhi? He said, I am giving you Naginas of Delhi who would give you good governance. But I'm sorry to say that this is what he has given to the Delhi people.
Okay.
I mean, what they are doing is so shameful. It's unlikely of a elected representative.
Okay, we have a caller. Neelam is giving us a call from Delhi. Neelam, go ahead.
Yeah, sir, I want to ask one thing that we have been watching, that there are so many blames on Aam Aadmi Party. We have been watching these blames on other parties also from such a long period of time. But there has no action been seen yet. But now we are watching that actions have been taken. And secondly, how can we predict any human behavior in advance that something can occur at a certain period of time? If something is happening and action is taken against it, don't you think that society is getting a lesson that if they will be wrong, and this will be a lesson for the rest of the ministers also?
Okay, Nitin Tyagi, it's best that, if you answer this question, if you can hear us now. Okay, well, the connection seems to be still weak. Coming back to Chaitanya Singh. Chaitanya, we are talking about Arvind Kejriwal's, fondness for people who would probably concur with his ideas. Do you think the Aam Aadmi Party, by the time their tenure is over, will be so tarnished that it will be difficult for them to regain the lost ground, the ground that they're losing every now and then? In the last 18 months, they have let go of 3 ministers, for wayward conduct. Do you think by the end of their tenure, they will be probably staring down at the barrel?
I don't think we will have to wait till the end of the tenure. With the rate that at which his people and their activities are coming to light, I'm quite sure that way before elections, his whole most of his MLAs are going to be behind bars for one crime or the other. And as far as the caller who had just called was saying that he's taking actions against these people, he knows of so many ill deeds of his MLAs and ministers, but he is not supposed to. He's not taking any action on that, let alone taking action. He's not even speaking anything on that. There are so many MLAs who are, more than I think 6 or 7 of them. There are allegations, there are FIRs pending against them for violence against women and other different crimes against women. But Mr. Kejriwal has not stood up till now and taken even,
Okay,
said even a
Chaitanya,
word.
Chaitanya, let me come back to you on this, because Nitin Tyagi has just come back
Can I
online.
add something to this?
Mr. Tyagi, Shikha, I'll come back to you. Nitin Tyagi, why hasn't Arvind Kejriwal spoken to the media as yet? Why hasn't he entertained questions from the media?
I think Mr. Sisodia is doing that, and he is competent enough in doing that. It's not just Arvind, that Mr. Kejriwal is the only competent authority over there. Manish Sisodia was the deputy CM of Delhi, and right now he is here, and he has been answering the media. He has addressed the media, I think.
Okay, I do not want to be partisan, but there have been instances, and Shikha will also concur to that. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal himself has objected, to the Honorable Prime Minister not speaking out on certain agendas. So if we play the same, the same card, then that should also apply to Arvind Kejriwal. Do as I say, but not as I do is not a policy that can, actually be a survivalistic.
Mr. Kejriwal came out quite clear on the fact that, and in fact he has put a video that nobody would be tolerated who is criminal, who is corrupt, or who is characterless. These three kind of people will not be.
Again another gimmick. Again another.
Mindset kind of a person will not be tolerated in the party. And let me tell you, I appreciate. See, we are very simple people. We are extremely simple people, and we take immediate action.
They are going around beating government servants. They are beating engineers of the government. Why
evidence
is Kejriwal not taking any action
in front of us? We always take
Why
action.
is he not saying
but
anything?
Let me tell you, and let me
You are saying
appreciate
that he
these
sacked the
two
minister,
people
he
who
only
are
sacked the minister.
They never
representing their
take
party,
action.
their
He would not
courage.
have
It
sacked
is
the
only when
minister.
they are
This
pressurized.
When
news
they
would
have
come to
such
the media and he would
wonderful,
have nowhere to
wonderful
go to show
people
his face.
gracing their parties, we have a huge list. Like if we start from Congress, like Abhishek Manu Singhvi was there, Mahipal Madena was there, Gopal Kanda, and list goes on. N.D. Tiwari, every one of them. And we come to BJP, then Sanjay Joshi was there, Dhruv Narayan Singh was there, Harak Singh Rawat was there, Nihar Chand is still there. Then their ex-Madhya Pradesh Finance Minister, Mr. Raghav Ji was there, Aman Mani Tripathi. The list goes on and on. What have they done about it?
Okay,
We take immediate action. We are very simple people. I
Let us
hope
see
we
what-
have raised the bar
Just
to
look
the
at-
extent that they also try and take immediate
Mr.
action.
Tyagi,
on
let us hear what
such
Shikha Rai
people
has
who are
to say.
disgracing their party right
Shikha,
now.
question for you. Do you think the Aam Aadmi
Very
Party
sad.
will be able
Very
to keep
sad.
its...
Don't pat your
I'm-
own back by saying that you tried to take action, you took action in 30 minutes. What about the rest of the people you have not taken any action against till now?
I'm
Shikha, go ahead.
You have nothing to say about
really
that.
shocked and sad to hear
There
this.
is
that
a
he's
long
saying-
list. There is a long list
he's
of
saying
people.
this. Many
of your
politicians
MLAs
have done
and
so.
leaders
Why shouldn't we
who have
do?
cases against
This
them.
is what he's
Serious
trying to
cases
say.
pending against
Giving
them.
all those names before
Why are you
us,
not
he
taking any
says
action
many
against them till
politicians
now?
have done
No,
so. Why
I
should
would
we
like
do?
to know what-
You
what
mean to
evidence
Just
say
in the nick of time, you do
You're
something just to
justifying
stay
that.
away.
One.
So you
And
want patting your
secondly-
back.
The FIR, and he
Secondly-
was arrested by the police. He was arrested by the police, which is totally motivated right now against the AAP MLAs. If you're talking about Prakash Jarwal,
What about Jitendra Singh Tomar?
Sir,
Okay.
When was
everyone
FIR
is
lodged
on
against
to
him and
Aam
when
Aadmi
Kejriwal
Party.
took
Nitin,
action?
Nitin.
What?
by the
Okay,
court,
let's
you
let's
called
let's
as
knock
a
some
political
semblance into
vendetta.
this
Are you
debate.
talking about
Nitin, do
those
you think...
cases? Are you talking about
Nitin-
Akhilesh Tripathi, where the whole case was dismissed as a false allegation? Are you talking about those cases?
Nitin, do you think the Aam Aadmi Party will be able to, at the rate at which your members, are getting into trouble, do you think you will be able to keep a clean image in front of the Delhi people, in front of the Delhi voters?
See, I would not comment on this case, but apart from that, let me tell you, no matter how much these two parties put together try and spoil the image, we will have a clean image. We will, even if it's our party, if the people from our party do anything wrong,
but
we will
Nitin,
take action,
it's
and
not
we have always
it's not
taken
Nitin, it's
immediate
not the
action against such
BJP
people.
and the
See,
Congress that is spoiling your
listen,
image.
Vinit, listen,
Nitin,
Vinit,
Nitin, it's not
we
the
never
BJP and
try
the
to-
Congress
we
that are
never
spoiling
try
your
to hide
image.
the
It's the
facts.
people
And we
within your
take
party
action in full view of
that have taken up that
we
mantle.
take action in full view of the public. We do not hide facts.
How things
We
are
take
transpiring, your
take
leaders,
proactive
their
action.
cases,
We
their
don't
actions,
take
their
action when
deeds
we
are
are
coming to
pressurized
light.
by Congress
Everyone
or the
knows
BJP
that
or somebody,
you are
somebody
as
or the media they try to pressurize. We do not take action. We take action much before that. Even in the case of Asim Ahmed Khan, the media did not have any proof. The opposition did not have any proof, but we had the proofs and we took action.
Okay, just hold on to those thoughts. We have a caller. We have a caller. Let's take that caller. Rashmi wants to ask all of you a question. Rashmi, go ahead.
I want to ask to Mr. Nitin Tyagi. I think so. He's from AAP. I just want to ask one thing कि आप ये ऐसा कह रहे हैं कि आप कुछ राजनीतिक चेंज करने के लिए आए हैं, आप लोग कुछ अलग पार्टी से हटकर हैं, तो मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ जैसे कितने सारे स्कैंडल्स हो रहे हैं, वो कोई भी ट्रेड का हो, लाइक वेदर इट्स लाइक फेक व्हाट वी कॉल इट, दैट एनीथिंग फेक यू आर डूइंग दैट, और फिर उसको कह रहे हैं कि हम कुछ भी टॉलरेट नहीं कर रहे. तो मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ कि आपको टाइम की कीमत नहीं है. आप इतने समय के बाद जब वो हो रहा है तब आपको एहसास हो रहा है कि दिस थिंग इज गोइंग रॉन्ग, तो आप कह रहे हैं हम ऑल ऑफ अ सडन ये मतलब इसमें एक्शंस ले रहे हैं. तो इतने साल तक क्या किया है? 2 साल 1.5 साल जो हो गया, तो ये पब्लिक को तुम एक इनजस्टिस दे रहे हो ना. आप ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो? मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Why you are people? Why you
do not
people
get
are
your
pulling?
question. Did we find anybody doing any kind of corruption in the government? If we have found that, we have taken action immediately. Till the time we do not find any corruption in this or any evidence against somebody, what kind of action are you talking about, Rashmi? I actually do not understand, but we do value time. This is why we take immediate action whenever and whomsoever it is against.
Okay, Nitin Tyagi, 21 of your candidates out of 67 have criminal records. Now that is a very, very alarming figure. And the criteria, for picking up the candidates to represent your party, do you think such a criteria should have been re-examined, because the kind of problems your party is facing, in retrospect, in hindsight, there was probably something that went wrong there?
Yeah, absolutely. You are right. When we talk about these 21 people who have FIRs against them, or you say they have a criminal record just because they have FIRs against them, it includes Arvind Kejriwal, whose whole life the crime has been to fight against corruption. And then there is Manish Sisodia, who was given a ticket having a criminal record, or actually he has some FIRs against him breaching section 144. Then there is Satyendra Jain. He again has this similar kind of criminal FIRs against him. These, most of them are politically motivated, and let me tell you, if anything is proven wrong against them, even against them, then the party is going to take action against them. I think
okay, time to take a caller. Surinder from Pathankot is giving us a call. Surinder,
yes,
go ahead.
हेलो
Surinder, go ahead, we can hear you.
हेलो. हाँ, मेरा क्वेश्चन जो बीजेपी के बैठे हैं लीडर इनके है, मैं हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ
जी, बोलिए.
मेरा क्वेश्चन जो बीजेपी के लीडर बैठे हैं इनके है कि जब भी आप वाले कोई भी ऐसे स्कैंडल में फंसते हैं तो दे टेक क्विक एक्शन लाइक एनीथिंग, बट ये जो लोग हैं इनका तो एक्शन बड़ा स्लो होता है, लेकिन इनका जो रिएक्शन होता है ना, इनको स्कैंडल को उजागर करने का, इनके ऊपर प्रहार करने का, वो बड़ा फास्ट होता है. तो इनको थोड़ा बीजेपी वालों को ये चाहिए कि पहले अपने गिरवा भी देखें. आप वाले जो करते हैं वो उसी टाइम उसका रिजल्ट भी विद इन 2 days 1 day दे देते हैं, और बीजेपी वाले बड़े स्लो होते हैं, अपने एक्शन में बड़ा स्लो होते हैं, लेकिन उनके आंसर के लिए बड़े फास्ट होते हैं.
Shikha, that's for you to respond to. He's targeting your party for not cleaning up its own mess and targeting the Aam Aadmi Party.
I should answer him in Hindi only. That's I think as a opposition party here in Delhi, वो हमारा रोल है कि अगर सरकार और सरकार का कोई भी चुना हुआ नुमाइंदा यहाँ कुछ गलती करता है तो हमें तुरंत उसको उजागर करना है, और मुझे लगता है कि वो हम रोल अपना बहुत अच्छा निभा रहे हैं. और जहां तक आपकी बात ये कहने की है कि बीजेपी अपने गिरेवा, हम ऐसा कुछ करते ही नहीं, इसलिए हमारे को इस तरह का कोई एक्शन लेने की कोई आवश्यकता ही नहीं पड़ती है.
Let me start with the list. BJP कभी ऐसा नहीं करती. This is fantastic. Let me talk about Sanjay Joshi. Let me talk about Dhruv Narayan Singh, Harak Singh Rawat, Nihal Chand, Amarmani Tripathi. Then let me talk about Vijay Bansal in Rajasthan. And then let me talk about Raghavji, the ex-finance minister
Mr.
the
Sanjay
BJP
Joshi was
ex-finance
never a
minister.
political
Let
leader.
me talk
He
about
was not a
Vasundhara
minister.
Raje
He is
and
not
the
even an
Dalit gate she
MLA
was
or
involved
MP.
in. Let me talk
Please
about
don't
the
justify
Afghanistan
your
happening
MPs
in
and
Madhya
MLAs like
Pradesh.
this.
Let me talk about Yediyurappa. Let me talk about so many.
Your
I'm giving you so many
leader
names and you
always
say
say in the
nothing-
beginning that there is nothing
happens in BJP.
against
I'm
anybody.
sorry
It
to
happened
say-
with Jitendra
I'm
Singh
sorry
Tomar,
to say,
Rajesh
madam,
Rishi.
I'm sorry to say, madam. Let
It
me,
happened
let
with
me
Sandeep
just
also. He
remind
said
you
there
a
is
few more
nothing
cases
against
if you
him.
want.
And in the
I
end,
can
when it is
remind you
there,
right now.
he takes
You will not have any answer because you have done nothing on that. You have never done anything on that.
We have never done anything wrong. That's why we don't need to take any action on that. You have to take it daily, Mr.
Somnath
Nitin.
Bhatia had
I
gone
think
to
from
jail.
the day one
Jitendra Tomar had
till
gone to
today,
jail. Several
one
others
or
have
the
gone
other
to jail.
MLA, one or the
They
other
continue to be
minister,
working
either
members of
you
your
have to
party.
sack him
They
or he
continue
is
to be
being
spokespersons
sacked
of your
only
party.
because of corruption,
What action has
because
your
of
party taken
immoral
against
acts.
them? Have you sacked anyone till now?
Okay, Chaitanya,
Why
question for
did
you.
Kejriwal not sack Sandeep Kumar from his party?
As a credible party in the opposition in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party has made a few mistakes. Political vendetta is one thing, and one reason that they have always cited as being a reason for their failure. From an opposition's point of view, if we look at Arvind Kejriwal's leadership, he prefers to keep his associates very close to him. He prefers to take all the decisions himself. Some of the people even call him a dictator, if you may say. But at the end of the day, the Delhi people did vote him in. If we go back in time when the Aam Aadmi Party was voted in to where they stand today, what kind of a difference, what kind of an outlook has changed for this party according to a credible opposition? Let's not get into political bickering. I want you to answer this as an intellectual, maybe not as a politician.
Look, the people of Delhi had rested their hopes in the promises that were made to them by Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. Very large promises, with regards to education, infrastructure, slums, unauthorized colonies, security of women. A lot of promises were made. Most of the Delhi people today are very disappointed that no action, no developmental work, nothing has been done by the Aam Aadmi Party till date. All the work that they claim to be theirs was initiated by the Congress government. Don't think that I am speaking as obviously I am a Congress spokesperson and I am here to present my party's views, but since you asked me about my views personally and individually, I am getting back to you on that. People of Delhi had a lot of high hopes from him. Almost 1.5 years have passed by and no proper work, any development work has been done by the Aam Aadmi Party. But you go in any sphere, you pick up their 70-point agenda, which they the manifesto had in which they had promised those in their manifesto. If you can come back to me with one of the promises that they have made and completed and they have actually delivered, then I will do anything that you ask me to do.
Okay, Nitin Tyagi is here.
I'm sure Mr.
Nitin
Tyagi
is
will,
here.
Mr. Tyagi is now going to.
The people of Delhi, the people of Delhi will carry this grouse against the Aam Aadmi Party.
Please let me complete.
Okay. Go ahead, Chaitanya. Finish.
Please let me complete, sir. Mr. Tyagi's first thing that he's going to say is that electricity bills were cut into half, water was provided free. There is no electricity in Delhi. During India Congress regime, there were no power cuts in Delhi. Since these people have come to power, there are rampant power cuts on a daily basis. There is no power for hours at a stretch. If they talk about providing free water, sir, you please keep your free water to yourself. Actually, at least provide us clean drinking water.
You have just not learned from your 0 seats in Delhi right now. You were lying to people earlier and you are lying to the public
Tyagi,
on this channel right now. Please get politics. If I tell you a few things that the Aam Aadmi Party has done, so let me tell you when we made 70 promises,
and the delivery of those promises,
we did make promises of having new schools and more schools. We are building 8,000 classrooms right now, which constitutes 200 new schools and 200 equivalent to 200 schools in the form of new classrooms in the schools, existing schools. We are making 8,000 new schools, 8,000 new classrooms right now as we are talking right now. We're talking about health. Then we have more than 100 mohalla clinics have opened in this much time, this 1.5 years time, I don't know how many polyclinics.
Sir, maybe that is the reason why dengue and chikungunya are on a high in Delhi. Last year there was a dengue crisis, there were thousands of dengue cases. This year again there are hundreds and hundreds of cases of
chikungunya. See, dengue crisis is there when MCD,
if you talk about education, sir.
When MCD does not perform its functions properly, the dengue strikes then, because anything to avoid dengue.
Let's get a caller in. Let's get a caller in. Vipin is giving us a call from Delhi. Vipin.
When there is water logging.
Hello.
Vipin, go ahead. Vipin, go ahead.
Yes, I have a question to Mr. Nitin Tyagi. And I want to ask him this, that, whenever the courts push Mr. Kejriwal and ask him to perform on certain duties, then he is very prompt, right? Like the even and odd in Delhi and the other things. Now there is so much of sickness in Delhi in terms of dengue and chikungunya. These are not his responsibility. These are the responsibility that the court should look into.
Absolutely his responsibility, and he is talking about these responsibilities. We are working hard on this responsibility. Go and check the government hospitals. The conditions right now, every single MLA is visiting the government hospital in his or her area and trying to ensure that nobody goes untreated. Never ever has this happened before. Never have the MLAs gone to the hospitals on a daily basis. Never have any of the MLAs visited the patients on a daily basis.
Same old false claims as AAP is used to. These are simply old false claims as AAP are used to.
Shikhaji, let me tell you, if in case,
hold on, Nitin. We have another caller. Rajinder from Odisha is giving us a call. Rajinder from Odisha is giving us a call. Let's hear into what he has to say. Rajinder.
हाँ जी, मैं राजेंद्र बजाज बोल रहा हूँ।
बोलिए।
मुझे मिस्टर त्यागी से पूछना है कि 2-4 महीने पहले तक केजरीवाल जी हर समय प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते थे, जवाब देते थे। अब क्या हो गया है, वो ट्वीट का सवाल लेते हैं या वीडियो में ऐसी बात बोलते हैं। He has no courage to face the press. Why?
Nitin Tyagi, the caller was trying to say that Arvind Kejriwal...
I did not get this question.
Okay, I'll give you the crux of his question. The crux of the question was that Arvind Kejriwal probably lacks the spunk or the courage to face the media, and that is the reason why he's put out that video. Why not take on the media head on?
He would take on the media once he is there. He is not here in Delhi right now. He would take on the media. Don't you worry. He never shies away from his responsibilities. And I think he is the most courageous man I have ever seen.
Sir, that is the very concern,
he is the only person who draws his courage from his truthfulness and his honesty. And he is the only person, I think, right now in India who has the courage to actually look into the eye of the central government and actually ask them why they are not letting the people of Delhi live.
Okay, but Shikha, closing remarks from you. This has become a regular bone. This has become a regular excuse that the governor of Delhi is probably making life very tough for the Aam Aadmi Party. Such a tussle and a tug of war has never been witnessed by the Delhi government. You've been in governance in the 90s. The Congress has ruled.
Very true. By the Delhi people also. Very true.
The Congress has ruled Delhi for a long period of time.
That is what the idea is.
What is the problem over here?
Congress was in power in Delhi, and
see,
sir, the problem is that these people are not willing to work.
Clarified. It is an excuse for every failure, for every irresponsible act which they are not able to perform as they had promised. They all are always putting, on MCD,
right
on
now,
Modi ji,
LG
on central
in
government.
Delhi is not
Who has
representing the
stopped from
people
what?
of Delhi.
Let them tell us this is the bill which. Let them tell us this is the bill. This was the scheme which we proposed, and it was rejected.
Calls for every single
there is nothing like that.
On that file. Who is responsible? Did the LG go out in the public and make promises? It is we who went out and made promises. Why is LG trying to flex his muscles right now?
That we
if he did not do it in the rule of BJP or in the rule of Congress, just because they are all there, absolutely mixed up, and they are actually partners in whatever has happened to Delhi in last 20-25 years.
Okay, so what Mr. Nitin Tyagi is trying to say is that...
Just asking one thing, Mr. Nitinji. Then how these files are cleared? As you said, we are doing this, that, 8,000 classrooms, these hospitals. Then how these files are cleared?
Madam, we are trying to do it in spite
Where
of
you
the
lack, you
malified
put excuses
intentions
on
of
the
the center
government.
to not let Delhi government perform.
How can it be so?
In spite
How
of
can it
the-
be
Okay,
in spite
Nitin,
of?
Shikha and
Nullified
Chaitanya, well, it's
intention.
time for us to wrap up the
There
show.
can't be
It's time for us to wrap up the show. We will love to continue this debate on the other side of the day, but that is all we have on current issues. Keep watching News World India. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.